It is December 21st in the park again. I thought there was going to be a lot more people here, but it is definitely 4 days before Christmas. I mean, if I look in every direction, I see people coming towards me. I see people in front of me. I see people across the lake. But as for overall, it's a very peaceful atmosphere. I don't hear any voices. Thank God I don't hear any voices. Because I used to hear voices. I'm just kidding. I'll try not to hear voices. But anyhow, I did a typical Saturday morning chores. I had to go see the adjustment specialist. First, second. All right. Who deserves a prize now? So, I was just in this place, right? It's right next to Chipotle and Sports Clips. And I walked in, and there was a girl that was giving this huge explanation to the cashier about why she couldn't afford to pay. And it was so overblown that after she left, I'm like, did she really need to explain to you that she could only pay after she gets her Christmas money, and that's not going to be until Christmas? And how she's struggling financially, which I kind of feel like this. No homeless guy dropping jams today, huh? He's probably over there. That guy usually hangs out over there, but someone said they wanted a different angle today from the lake, so I decided to come over here. So normally when I do these things, I park my car, as you guys can see, right on the uphill. So this is a hill, and I have to walk over the hill and then get into my car. So if I was going to go over to that one, I would go over to that one. Actually, let's walk in that general direction so I can show you guys what it's like to go up the hill. So if I go up this hill, that's where my car's at. It's actually pretty steep. You guys can't really tell, but it is steep going up the hill. And so then we're not going that way. We're going this way. So I thought it was empty. There's a hobo sleeping there. Let's readjust. Let's go to this one. You guys can see it. It ain't easy walking in these things. Like walking on the grass in these things. It's not happened. It just randomly went to a dirty picture. So I was walking and talking while looking at my feet, and suddenly a dirty picture popped up on the screen. I'm like, what was that all about? Anyhow, so getting back to this story. So I just walked into this business. The cashier behind the counters looking at this woman. You guys can look at the ducks. How's that? She's looking at the woman, and I'm checking her out, right? For me, this chick that's, talking to the cashier while I sit in the lobby, she's probably, I'm gonna say a 6 or 7. A little heavily inked up for my taste, but from head to toe, good to go. And so she was talking to her, and then she turned around and she looked straight at me, and then she smiled at me, and I was just like, uh-oh. She felt my eyes burning holes on the back of her butt cheeks, because there was around 2 inches of cheek hanging out, and it looked good. All you needed to do is get a little scrub brush to clean up all the ink, and that's a keeper. But yeah, it was a really strange sense because this very rarely happens in life. And we made direct eye contact, and she smiled, and I was just like, whoa, that's the most invitation I've gotten in a few months. So, I'm not sure. Not sure. Well, this guy was disciplining his dog for barking at that dog. I didn't know you could discipline your dog. Hey, Steam, any Christmas plans or just drink to forget? It's not a very good time of the year. It's been a very, very financially frustrating end of the year. Let's put it that way. Um, so, yeah. There's one thing where you get to sit at home and enjoy your stay home vacation. There's another much worse thing when you're sitting at home waiting to get your next paycheck. So I don't get paid again until Friday the 27th. And looking at your bank account at $0, it's something I haven't done in a long time. Thank God for donations from the channel, but Jesus Christ, it's a sort. This situation, financially is being repeated in tens of millions of homes across America, where people are making into the holidays, but they are absolutely and completely screwed. MS, you need to change your attitude. Get a better job, buy a house, buy a new car, and start your own business. Well, I'm already working that business, so that's not going to work. I don't make enough money to buy a house with a full-time job and a part-time business. So that's not really going to work, and there's really isn't any better jobs. If there were better jobs, do you think anyone would take the job that they currently have? It's not that people want those jobs, it's the jobs that they can get. Hello, what's up, MillennialSteam? I just found your channel. Channel's been around for 18 years, buddy. 18 years on YouTube. Quit drinking, bro. Your life will be better, and hey, you'll have more money. Yeah, quit drinking. For what? Quit drinking, so what? So I can be sober all the time and have to deal with the reality of this? I don't think so. Easier said than done, but it's very possible. No, it's never gonna happen. I've been drinking since I was 14 years old because I hated my life. Another day, just another day. Unfortunately, we all have to wake up in the morning. Like, I try really hard not to wake up in the morning, but sadly, you have to wake up in the morning. Stop being poor, just be rich. Thanks, Blue. Oh my gosh. It's not a live stream until Blue shows up and kicks you in the boys. Yeah, so today was I got to the gym 10 minutes late, and the only thing that I am absolutely 100% punctual on is the gym. I like to be there the second it opens. Why are you guys making so much noise? Get out of here, birds. No food. All I have is water today. Today's not lunch in the park. Today's starvation in the park. We'll have a little water. Love this channel, MS. Your pearl needs to reel in 2025. I hope so. My phone's gonna die. It works like a true North Surf. Yeah, my phone yesterday was dying all afternoon. It felt like every time I'm doing a live stream and the screen dims, I'm like, well, there goes the power. MS, the jobs on $150,000 and above are easily available, no skills required, only 50 years of experience. So you get to enjoy. So instead of getting to retire, you make it to the level of experience where you can actually get a real job, and then you die the next year from old age. Sounds about right. Enjoy that complimentary water. So whenever I go in to get an adjustment, they give you a complimentary water, right? And just so that it doesn't seem like they're cheap, they give you this kind of water at the door. The kind of water that you would never buy, but you'll take every time because it's complimentary. Which I don't understand because they make a lot less money than the place across the way. Um, I mean, when you're talking about businesses that have raised their prices by 300% since the pandemic, and these places are so cheap that instead of offering you a bottle of water, you're encouraged to bring your own bottle, or they provide you a very small, clear cup in order to drink water that looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was tap water. So, let's see. Good scenery. I tried to pick something good. That's the problem with streaming from home is I just have a static image. That's why I don't like doing it. A new year just around the corner. Just keep your head up, y'all. Life gets less stressful when you put in the work. I don't agree with that. I don't think there's anything good around the corner. I don't think there's anything positive in the near future for poor people. There never has been. It's an illusion that things will get better because I've been making a minimum wage life, right, since I was 16. So ever since I got into the workforce, it's been minimum wage for me. And nothing ever improves. Every year, the minimum wage goes up by a few pennies. Your current employer will give you a 3% cost of living raise, and your rent just keeps going up. Ooh, can I see your microwave? My microwave has dead things in it. Oh, here come some people on electric bikes. There is. You just can't see it yet. Yeah, I'm sure someone working at Walmart right now. 3% if you're lucky. Can I still see it? I'm not at home, so I don't know what you want to see. Is my microwave dirty? Yes. Show us your knob. My knob? Like my crotch? Is that really what you're asking? It's like, do you want to see my crotch? There's my crotch. Is that what you're asking, Blue? What's up, MS? I'm in North Carolina. How did you get to North Carolina from Maryland so fast? The dirty microwave knob. Oh, leave something to the imagined. Don't sell yourself. No, hide your shame. MS is backing, dude. Will never. Oh my God. Well, you got a dirty mind. I don't know of any other knobs. Oh my God, I got up early AF and drove. I'm in the car right now. You're in the car watching a live stream and commenting while you're driving. Eh? It's your responsibility to not drive your car right off the road while watching YouTube and commenting on a video. The last thing I want to say is like, no. Oh my gosh. Blue, stop gifting memberships. You're going to go broke. Let's see. I'm so pissed. The gym isn't shutting down. Oh my gosh, I just drove past the gyms. The LA Fitness gyms are closing, the Ahwatukee one, the Mesa one, and I think a Chandler one, but they're building a new one right down the street. I saw the sign. They have the billboard up already, or the, what do they call that? The sign on the side of the street. They have it up already, and the whole place is still under construction. I might drive by just to look at it, because I think it was an Albertsons for years. And then that Albertsons went out of business about 10 years ago, and it's just been laying there dormant. Oh, okay, good. Hey, I try to drive dangerously with my phone in my hand sometimes. Are you from the UK? I could get 100 and A still won't get one. I know. No, Oklahoma. That's even better than the UK. The government isn't shutting down. That's why I'm pissed. I wanted a free vacation. India, you're too sweet. I had to just sign up. I just passed 10 big black buses. It was weird. I wonder what was inside those buses. Hey, have you seen any of those drones flying around since they're in your home state? Have you seen those drones at night, the UFO drones that everyone's talking about? We don't have them here in Arizona, or at least we don't have them in this part of Arizona. I was talking to one of the ladies that lives in another part of Arizona, closer to the Palo Verde nuclear power plant. Apparently they have those flying things there. So they have the drones, the unknown drones flying around over sensitive areas in America. Whoa. We need to revolt. Do we need to revolt? Or do we just need to just accept the fact that we're all losers? I don't know. I'm very uncertain on what the right move is for the proletariat. MS. MS, holla at them Johns. I've seen one. I haven't seen any. I want to see the drones too, because I want to take my drone and fly up to it and see what happens. Let's see. I live near an airport and I haven't really looked for them, but I live about 30 miles from a nuclear power plant as well, but the airport's like 5 minutes away. We aren't all losers. Positive self-talk. Laughing my positive self-talk. Yeah, positive self-talk. I'm not fat. I'm just fluffy. Everybody loves complimentary water. Let's see. I had a dream last night. The thought that I was poor, addicted to drugs, in trouble with the law, and homeless, and I was awful. The worst dream I've had. Couldn't even afford my dogs. I think that's really the dream that everyone's having. Like every day I wake up and I'm assuming that it's going to be my last day to live like I do, right? And by that I mean indoors and having a car to drive. Like, hey, thank you for putting gas in my car this morning, by the way. I really, really appreciate your donation from yesterday. It's really done a lot of good in my life. I put gas in my car today with it. I bought groceries, and it's going to help me out until I get to Friday a lot. So special thanks to A for being such a helpful person, especially if you put it into my link for my channel. If you put it into the Cash App, I can use it right away. If you donate to the channel, I can't use it until next month because YouTube only pays out once a month and they take a big chunk out of it. So again, super big thanks. It really alleviated a lot of stress that I had yesterday about not making it to my next paycheck without ending up just, wretchedly poor. MS, it's snowing and 21 degrees where I am. Enjoy that weather. At least no sad where you are. Sad. There's always sad wherever I am. MS, they claim they achieved AGI the other day. I like the stream pro. Like the stream pros. You need PayPal. I can't do PayPal. I did the cash machine, the Cash App thing. I mean, it's working. It's doing its job. People gave, what they could yesterday, and it's much appreciated. When you don't need much, all my bills are paid. That's the great thing about, the thing that I'm most grateful about this Christmas is that all my bills are paid. And that that says a lot. And um, it's it would be even harder to endure the holidays if you were still like negative on paying your regular bills. But the reason I'm completely broke is everything is paid for. You just have to wait for the cycle to to renew when it comes to your paycheck. That's why it's so difficult to live in America, is that you're just waiting on the next cycle of cash. You get an influx and it's gone. You get an influx and it's gone, and you're living paycheck to paycheck. So anytime that you have an unexpected expense like my brakes were $500 that I wasn't expecting to have to pay for. And so suddenly you get stuck with, well, you got to pay for brakes and rotors. There's no discount for that. And they know it. I mean, these mechanics, when your ProMobile breaks, they know you're going to come running because you need to have a ProMobile. No Christmas bonus, bills paid, left with 200 euros, hard work for nothing. Angry from Finland. Well, I'm glad it's not just America. Let's see. AI. Let's see, what does that say? AI bills, all bills paid is a wonderful feeling. It is, truly. It definitely keeps you from from laying awake at night wondering what you're going to have to sell next. Like, am I going to have to turn to prostitution? I mean, is that what it comes down to, America? Is everyone going to have to turn into an OnlyFans model in order to be able to make it to their next regular paycheck? If the answer is yes, I don't want to live in this world anymore. When will we start making real change? No one has money, and during the holidays, you're stuck in your apartment because you can't afford to do anything. So frustrating. Why do you think I'm sitting here in the park? It's either sitting here in the park or sitting at home doing nothing. Let's see, but no money left over is an awful feeling. It is an awful feeling. They spread it out on purpose. I'm sure they do. YouTube should be like a regular job where you get paid every Friday. I don't like this whole idea of making people, especially the much smaller channels, wait a month between getting your paycheck. Like that's ridiculous. And I think they do it so that they don't have to pay. Like when they demonetized me, they kept my last paycheck. So who's ready for pre-crime from Minority Report? Seems like that's in effect in the UK, kind of. I think pre-crime is what the regular public is going to have to do once they realize that there's just no other way. Work keeps us coming back for another hit of life. That's right, eh? Thoughts on Big Lots and Party City being gone? Same thoughts I had when the 99-cent store went under. Poor people aren't making enough money to spend in poor people's stores, so poor people's stores are shutting down. I wouldn't be surprised if Walmart was on the cusp of closing hundreds of stores and only keeping stores open in more affluent neighborhood. Sounds like Emo would be open to you selling your knob. Have a good stream. Back to the Sigma male grind. All right. Well, it is what it is. Bye, Enu. Take it easy if you can. Make sure you don't get any additional dog bites. I hear they hurt. Thank you for being you, man. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Really appreciate it. Also, I thought Enu was a female. Maybe I was remembering wrong. I thought so too. I thought it was definitely the same thing. Maybe there will be a decoy search protocol to scramble the AGI algorithm. How much do you make at your job? Not enough. That's for sure. Not enough. I just said male for the for the meme. Oh, A put her pants back on. That's funny. It's like, we're all like, what? Maybe he's got both. I was listening to a podcast in the car on my way to the gym earlier in the week, and they were talking about how United Healthcare had a claim against them for a hermaphrodite that has both parts, and United Healthcare would only pay to fix one. You can either be a lady or you can be a dude, but their coverage only covers one. But what do you do when you have both? Do you think there are also Sigma females? I think maybe, but I don't think people really fall into categories like that. I don't know what a Sigma female would look like. I'm going to Florida and will be wearing no pants as often as humanly possible. No pants. Well, no pants is the best pants. I don't believe in shoes. I don't believe in pants. I don't believe in shirts. I live my life in pajama thong or pajama speedos, whichever happens to be the day. Whatever's available, but I don't like wearing coverings at all. I mean, I hate the idea of shoes in the workplace. Like, we sit at a desk all day. Who cares what's on our feet? But man, does the boss care? Because as I was watching this video the other day on Gen Z, the number one thing that they hated at the office was Gen Z coming in shoes that just weren't appropriate for the office. And I'm like, I work by myself. I don't see anyone all day. I don't do anything. I don't really have any interactions, any office interactions. My job is just sit there and monitor equipment. That's my main job. I just sit there and monitor the equipment all day long. New, used, broken, semi-broken, repair, upgrades, manage everything having to do, anything that plugs into the computer, it's my job. So that doesn't really require me to wear shoes or pants or even a shirt. I should be able to show up at work topless. Topless at work. And I really like the idea of riding those little electric scooters. I think I'm gonna rent one this afternoon. Man, they're so fast. Yeah. The only shoes that matter in the workplace is if you're working with dangerous materials like chemicals or moving heavy things. You could drop on your foot and hurt yourself. Believe me, if you're moving heavy things, your feet are going to get crushed, whether or not you're wearing sandals or you're wearing boots. It doesn't matter. How do you think these tariffs will affect us? Very, very negatively, but lots of other people judge folks by their shoes. It was a big deal. When I was watching that video on Gen Z, they kept coming back to his shoes and how inappropriate it was to wear dirty shoes at work. And I'm like, I kept thinking to myself, I don't like dirt. One of my biggest personal pet peeves is white shoes that are dirty. White shoes are the color of tennis shoes that I avoid like the plague because I don't like the way dirty white shoes look. If you look at my shoe collection, it is all extremely, number one kind of shoe that I wear is black shoes in every design that I have. But I do have one pair of Aces that I bought that was white because someone kept telling me about how great white shoes are. In fact, about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was at this place, right? And I walked in and this girl was wearing like the long white socks with pristine white shoes. And I asked her, it's like, why do you like white shoes? And she said just that. It's like white makes you seem more privileged. And often I wonder why there's so many people that don't have any color to their skin. Like they don't have a hint of tan in their skin, right? Completely pasty white. And I'm a person who doesn't like tan lines. right? I absolutely don't like them in any conceivable way. So I like being a nice toasty color of light tan. Oh my goodness. We need to get some butt over here. That is a classic case of yoga pants with no buns, hon. Yeah, but lots of other people judge folks by their shoes. I agree. Now that you're a content creator, you can work topless. Wow, that's a lady's mind is colonizing. Is colonizing. I think that everyone should have a little color. Like, I really, really don't like tan lines. And while I was talking to this girl this morning, she's like, you know what? She started moving her shirt down and showing me the tan lines of that her swimsuit left on her. And I was like, you know, you could go a little lower. I wouldn't be opposed to going a little lower. In fact, I was at physical therapy about 6 weeks ago. And the lady that I work with, which I absolutely adore, she told me that the male physical therapist and the male massage therapist sometimes get requests from the ladies, hey, you can go up a little higher. You know what that means? Up a little higher, certain openings that you're not supposed to go near, but they're like, you know, I wouldn't mind if you went a little higher. And that's what happens in that industry is somehow one thing leads to another. Suddenly you're on a massage table and suddenly something's happened and things went where they were not supposed to go. I think that's the whole point of the Asian massage parlor, right? It's like things went the way that they were not supposed to go, and now suddenly, bam, it's in there, and you're like questioning your reality. Is this really happening? I ask myself that question all the time. At work, at home, at the gym, at the grocery store, at the park. You wonder, is this really happening? And then I usually will scratch the side of my head and I'll think, yeah, you know what? I like Asian massage parlors. They're on every corner in this city. So obviously someone likes Asian massage parlors, or else there are more Asian massage parlors than there are Circle K's. That's how popular they are. They are the Circle K of massage, of the massage industry now, because they are everywhere. And if they weren't making money, they would be shut down, just like a Party City, just like a Big Lots, and just like all the fast food places are going. If you don't make money, you don't stay in business. Is it really happening? Is it a very useful phrase? There was a Comedy Central show by that title. Is this really happening? I ask myself that question every single day, because you walk into the grocery store and you're like, you look at the prices and then you say to yourself, is this really happening? Wow, Arizona sounds like a paradise. There's the new Asian massage parlor exists because the market will bear it. Capitalism. Exactly. There's a need for love in our society. We live in a loveless society. So if there's a gas station and within walking distance of the gas station, there's an Asian massage parlor. Sometimes in these strip malls, right? These little areas of business that you have on certain corners in your city, or all over the city. I mean, I could drive to 20 different Asian massage parlors right now, and I can guarantee you the one right up the street at Warner and what is it? And oh God, why am I drawing a blank? I go up that street almost every day. It's at Warner and I hate it. This is what happens when you drink. Why won't it come into my brain? It is It's not McClintock. It is. There's one. There's the exact same brand. It's called Massage W at McClintock and Warner Road, but they have another location right down the street at Kyrene and Warner Road. Guaranteed, you'll get the ending that you want there. If Susie won't give you love, Susie, hey, will. Is that the Asian Susie Rottencrotch? I had a girlfriend named Susie. Oh my God. I would hate to be my first name to be Johnny or Susie. Synonymous with Susie Rottencrotch. She put out all the time. Well, at least she's living up to her reputation, because when she becomes Susie Homemaker, it ain't no good. Oh my God. I had these really strange sore areas under my armpits. Does anyone know what muscle is in your armpits that can be sore? Like, I didn't know that we could be sore in our armpits. Ugh. Susie Rottencrotch, always rotting around somewhere. I'm actually shocked that there aren't more people here. I'm checking to see what the temperature looks like. It is 68 degrees right now at 12:15 a.m. p.m. It just became the afternoon 15 minutes ago, and it's 68 degrees, so it means it's cold as hell. In fact, I just passed. Oh, there's a tent. There's a tent right over on the other side of this hill of people who are urban camping, or also known as trying not to freeze to death. People can't afford to go to the park anymore. Like your pectorals? No, like in my armpit. Like when I reach my thumbs, like right here in the area that goes into your armpit, that area is sore. Like, it's weird. It's sore in there. Like, it shouldn't be sore in there, but it is. In fact, the physical therapist that I saw, he's like, oh, it's so tender. Lymph nodes. Nodes? What? Like the Noid from the old Domino's commercial? Oh, good call. Maybe he's getting sick. Oh, good Lord. I don't know. It's weird. I was actually lifting my arm up on Thursday because I was pointing at something on a shelf for one of the guys that stopped into my office, and I'm like, I pointed my arm up at that, and then I'm like, oh man, it hurts right there. And he's like, you're weird. You need to rub them. Laugh out loud. There's only one part of my body that gets love. Are you in Tucson? No, I'm further north. Further, much further north. Oh my God. Time to drink me some holy water. Man, I drink a lot of water. This morning, I was filling up my 1-gallon jugs that I keep in the fridge with water, and then my 2 water bottles that I keep next to my bed at night. And I'm like, I drink 5 gallons of water every week, and it's really strange. See that, guys? You know what that was right there? That was 2 boomers right there, enjoying the good life. Those people right there, those are rich people. You know how I know that? Those bikes that they're on are very, very expensive. And I saw them when I was driving my car back here. So I was driving my car from over there on Guadalupe Road. I was coming down this way. And then I was parking my car over here. And I saw them over there. They look filthy, disgusting rich. You know who doesn't look filthy, disgusting rich? The hobo that's sleeping right over there. There are a lot of hobos in this park. I should go on a hobo hunt. The park rangers try to keep them out of this general area, but they're around. They just hide. Let's see. Bro from India, nice to catch one of your lives finally. Love your videos. I hear them daily while I'm off to work, stuck in the matrix, man. Stuck in the matrix. Ah, the bars of the matrix, man. Uh, every day I wake up and I tell myself this isn't real. I honestly to God, it's one of the first things I say to myself every morning when I wake up. It's like, this can't possibly be real. And I go and I look at my bank balance and I'm like, yep, it's real, all right. It's very much so real. Broke people everywhere. Arizona's where you have to either be rich, homeless, a druggie to get women. Not, uh, not in between. I mean, Arizona's a tough place to live, man. Arizona has California rent with a minimum wage of $14.35 an hour. And most jobs are minimum wage. Uh-oh, children's. How's Susie doing? I haven't seen Susie in a long time. Susie doesn't like it when you don't have money. So when you don't have money, Susie disappears. You won't see her again until you have money. She's doing fine. I guess there's a Susie for everyone. Every man that's on earth knows a Susie. Every man on earth knows two Susies. Susie Rottencrotch and Susie Homemaker. Because Susie tries to make the transition from Susie Homemaker to Rottencrotch, or Rottencrotch to Susie Homemaker, depending on how she's feeling that particular day. Because, I don't know, Johnny Sixpack's always got a bone. Don't have a Susie. I have a Sanuta. Well, as long as it's not a Desi girl. I used to work with this woman at Walmart, and she was Indian, and I'd be like, I was looking at those Desi girls last night. She's like, oh, really? I'm like, you better believe I was looking at them. And she's like, ew, you're disgusting. I don't even know what a Desi girl is, other than traditional married women don't look very very kindly upon Desi. Laugh out loud. It's not in the common speech English. Whatever a Desi girl sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm not into hair. Oh my God, that reminds me of that girl that used to come in with like beard level hair on her legs. And she would wear short shorts into the store. You're talking Daisy Dukes and 3-inch leg hair. Oh my God, it was awful. I think Indian women are the most beautiful in the world. They often win Miss Universe, and proves vegetarian diet is great for your health and beauty. I've never been into it, man. Like the smell, I mean, I just, it just doesn't do it for me. Should I pay $5,000 to learn how to flip real estate? $5,000. I used to work with the guy who sold some software that was about $5,000 to learn how to flip software. It was just a scam. The dude was a millionaire by 100 just by selling education to people on how to flip houses. I worked at that call center for about 6 months before I got fired. And nearly every day that I worked there, someone would call up. It's like, is this a scam? I'm like, you bought a course on how to become rich. You tell me if it's a scam. I just came back from Asia after being there for 7 months, and I must say it was fun. Everything was cheaper. Also, the women were aggressive if they really liked you. Hell yeah. Pull my pants down, baby. No, you should just you should just use the $5,000 to become a realtor's license. Become a realtor, make money, learn on the job, and flip houses that way. I was just telling someone that when I was getting my brakes done 2 weeks ago, right? And I was sitting in the lobby and they had this show on how to, it was a Texas based show. I think it was flipping houses in Galveston, Texas. And I had to sit there and watch this show for 3 hours. And I was like, do people really find this entertaining? And the answer is yes. We're in Asia. I'm going to say it's Thailand. I just recently saw a YouTuber that moved to Thailand because of the low rental prices, low cost of food, low cost of living, and the abundance of women that want to do the sucky sucky. So, let's see. Also, layoffs before the holidays are not just happening there in the US, pretty much happening in many companies here as well. We are all screwed. Only the rich will become richer. Ain't that the truth? That's a lot of places to visit. I'll never visit any of those places. My boss is going to Thailand for a month. I'm scheduled for him. I'm psyched for him, but mostly for me while he's away. Yep. What's up, wages? Oh, yeah, the wages. Laugh out loud. We're sitting here watching the stream while being poor. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Driving under the influence is against the law. You shouldn't be allowed to live under the influence of not having money. That should be a crime. Laugh out loud. Or you can need to sell your soul on social media and to cringe things to get boosted by the algorithm. Oh my God. I try to avoid doing cringy things on the internet, including showing my knob. Showing your knob. Oh my gosh. As they say, anything for a buck, right? I imagine that those ladies that work at all those Asian massage parlors, they get all kinds of kinky requests from men, especially young men. Let's see. I got blackout drunk at the Christmas party and told my boss I enjoyed the job, but the pay sucked. I forgot what he said, but yeah, hopefully I get a raise next year. I hope so too. It's going to be a tough year if wages don't go up next month. A very, very tough year. And it's not so much that corporations are going to have to fire people, it's people are going to have to fire the corporations. That's really what it comes down to. People have to start firing the corporations, because why work for them when they're not willing to help you out in any way? Do you get a real job? What real job? I haven't had a call back or an email or a response of any kind on Indeed in over 3 months. Everyone who don't work at a massage parlor have men tell them weird stuff they want them to do. Oh yeah, dude, get a real job. Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see. The hub is pulling out of Florida. I don't know what I'll be doing with my knob. Well, I recommend getting magazines. They can't get rid of the magazines. Just go to your local dirty store and buy yourself a magazine. It's the same thing. I mean, men can become aroused by a hole in this right now. A man can fantasize that is whatever he wants and can become aroused by that. Remember the hooligan cucks. If you haven't seen the hooligan cucks, look that up. Those penguins are nastier than nasty itself. If you fly into Japan from the US, it's a lot cheaper, probably around $500. Than once you're in Asia, all the flights are around 50 to 150 to fly. Jesus. Sell dope. Magazines get sticky. Hey, you're not wrong. My favorite ones were often the stickiest ones. Oh my God. Yeah, you can't get the stains out of the pages. They're permanent once you drop a load. All right, man. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Gonna hit the bed. Looking forward to your new video tomorrow. Cheers. All right. Since it's 12 hours ahead, and I'm gonna make my next video in about. I'm probably gonna make my next video before I go to the gym, so I will be making it within the next 2 hours. Some states make you validate your age for the hub. That is so weird. I couldn't imagine having to show your ID to a person on the internet that knows that you want to go there so that you can pull on the governor. Like, I would be so ashamed. Like, every time that I acknowledge a woman knows that I'm going to be touching myself inappropriately, just knowing that is really, really gross. Like, you know, because I used to ask women, this was years ago. So I used to have this friend that I met on Tumblr about 10 years ago. And she would tell me all the time that she would do the squirts inside of the tanning beds. And I would say to her all the time, it's like, you know, another person's going to have to clean that up, right? When you squirt in the tanning bed, someone has to clean it up. Yeah, think about that the next time you get in there. Let's see, the boomer who was uneducated and had 15 properties said, you should start your own business. Exactly. Before I go, I want to respond to this online digital ID incoming for everyone. We will need to log in to access any site and not just the hub. Yeah, this morning I had to approve my time card for the next pay period, and I had to log into the ADP site. Man, it took like 10 minutes just to get in there. Let's see, I'm in Las Vegas, and I realize that all the people here are not only miserable, but the women are very antisocial here. Also, are gay. Well, I mean, it happens, man. It's like it's like pooping. Everybody touches themselves. It isn't gross. Just don't think about people pooping. When I meet someone new, I always wonder that. Like, I wonder what it smells like when they go number two, because everyone has their signature, uh, their signature flavor, right? Every person that you meet is going to have a distinct flavor, and it's always weird. It's like, oh Lord, and most of the time, girls have very faint odors comparatively to men. And I wonder if they can stand their own special herbs and spices, their own recipe. We're losing our rights and privacy. If Uncle Sam wants to watch me stroke, I mean, I don't care. I mean, whatever you're into, Uncle Sam, if you want to watch me through my webcam, go for it. There's no shame in my game. When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Oh my gosh, there was these beach webcams. So years ago, I got into these videos on the hub where they would pretend to have these women that didn't know that they were being filmed, even though the camera's like looking at them. And they'd go to this hole at the beach, and then they'd do a dump. And then the next one and the next one would come in. And you're like, well, you know, maybe you get $20 for, you know, pooping on camera. Windows already has software that takes a screenshot of your computer every 5 seconds. Google collects your data. Apple mines your cloud photos. It's already happening. Oh God, I better take my nudes down so Apple doesn't know how small my wiener is. Used to be a bar bouncer. Women's bathroom was always the nastiest smelling. Bouncers are usually janitors too. Oh, ouch. Ooh, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So the flavor ain't good. You're not exactly in flavor country when you're in the women's bathroom at a bar after closing time. Ew. I wonder what happens when you marry someone and then you figure out that you can't stand the smell of their toot. Because I once had, this is about 2 years ago, I had this girl who came over to spend the night at my house, and after about 30 seconds, I fell asleep, and she's like, um, you snore, and I'm gonna go sleep over here because I can't stand your snoring. And I'm like, I can't help it. Dudes' bathrooms, they're just cleaning up, number one. Girls' bathrooms, cleaning up a lot of number two. That's facts on the women's bathroom. Facts on the women's bathroom. You heard it here first, people. The women's bathroom has an odor that will clear your sinuses. It's intentional. Okay. Do you find yourself around women who want you in their friend zone more than intimate relationships? I feel like I've ran into those women more often lately. I don't know what women want when I meet them. Like this morning, when I went to that little shop, I was sitting there in the lobby, right, waiting for the woman in front of me who was signing up for a new membership, and she was looking hot, right? She was, a really attractive woman, and when she turned around and looked at me, I thought to myself, it wouldn't be that bad. And then I thought, what if she's one of those women that if you plug her in the rear, that she poops? Because I had this handyman who used to do OnlyFans, right? And so he would have women that would invite him over, or he would invite them over to his house to do OnlyFans scenes. And he told me he had 2 out of the women that he invited over to his house. They let go the number 2 all over his bed, and he had to kick them out in the middle of the night. And I was like, damn, dude, she ruined your comforter just like that, just because she couldn't hold it, or on purpose. They don't know what they want either. Yeah, I agree with that statement 100%. All the women that I've met over the past few years, they have no idea what they want. They just know they want money. I don't know what women want either. Sometimes what women want changes. I've noticed that throughout the month, that sometimes they just want companionship, other times they just want to eat, other times they don't want you around at all. Because right now, I haven't been around any women in, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. Hello, fellow proles. Hi, Grime. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to figure out what women want, and apparently no one knows what women want. The handyman sounds like the king of the Johnny Sixpack. This dude was covered in tattoos, long prison sentences, but he was exactly what women wanted. This dude could walk down the street and get a woman to do OnlyFans with him just after looking at her. They would pull down their undies for this guy like you wouldn't believe. He was poorly spoken. I didn't think he was particularly attractive, but there was something about his trashy nature that women absolutely loved. That dude was never going to sleep alone. They want power. Ooh, she all over my couch. Oh my God. All over your couch, man. Ooh, you can't get those stains out of the back seat either. Ooh, I've looked at some stains in some of the girls' cars that I've been in. How did that stain get on the ceiling of your car? Yes, MS, that's true. A woman's cycle can really change what she wants. Here's how it goes. Week 1, ibuprofen. Week 2, chocolate. And the rest, week 2, sex. Week 3, some sex, but also to be comforted. Week 4, to be pampered. Ooh, yeah, they love that pampered. They love Pampers. Flux that. Ew, gross. The couch got Charlie Murphy. Chocolate starfish. Ew. It all depends on the texture too, folks. What you've been eating when you shoot out that number 2 all over the place where it's going to get. It's going to be hard to get out of the seats, man. And I mean, I've always heard they can't control it. Like, I remember I was in the auxiliary hatch one time in college, and I was just like, and she's like, I feel like I need to go. And I'm like, no, no, you're fine. You're full in the back, right? And then she's just like, no, no, I need to go. And so we went in the shower, and you just keep going, and then boom, ouch, your feet are covered in dew. It was violent, Charlie Murphy. It was violent, very violent. The worst part is your turtle smells like mud for a couple days. It's hard to get the mud off the turtle doing the deed. But guess what? Everybody loves a turtle. Like the stream if you're poor. Half the people in here have not done their civic duty of liking the video so far. What is wrong? I think, again, every time we get to this point where I look at the likes aren't where they're supposed to be, it's time for a spanking or a reckoning. Booty more important than water, don't forget. More important than water, more important than food, more important than rent, more important than the wife. Booty is where it's at. In fact, today, after I saw that chick, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to spank it out here. I like being spanked. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Every time we try to bring a little discipline, did only 2 people hit the like button? Oh my God. I'm ready for my spanking. The whole chat's everyone's got their pants around their ankles, and I'm gonna have to go right down the row giving all of them the giant spank. Is Gen Z cooked? They know they're cooked. They've been cooked a lot. Why do you think they're wearing that haircut? I was just talking to a school teacher this morning who has Gen Zs and pre-Gen Zs in her classrooms, and she said they all have that same haircut. Oh my gosh. Musk didn't want to pay for that. Oh my gosh, you guys hear that Musk crashed the party last night at Mar-a-Lago while Trump was having dinner with Jeff Bezos? I'm sure he showed up drunk. Nah, they're good. They got 60 years. We're already getting fleeced. The pants are always down. The proletariat can never pull up their pants. The broccoli cut and an earring. Oh my God, dude, I hate men. Men with the not just the earrings, but the nose rings and the broccoli haircut. And the worst part is they've got some hot chick on their arm, man. It's like there's something in the broccoli that makes women excited. Oh, good Lord. Maybe wearing a phallic symbol on your head is where it's at. Like, you're so ready to go that you put a penis on your head. Yeah, I heard that they even get perms in order to make it fluffier on the top. I'm used to the hard way. I've asked for the easy way before, but it's just a suggestion to good old Fleece. He's like, nah, we can't do this the easy way. It's against my religion to do it the easy way. There's only one way to go, and that's pants around the ankles, balls to the wall. Let's put it that way. Balls to the wall. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. The hard way. The kind that you smell the pain coming out of that area. Every time he goes in and say, hurt? Hell yeah, it hurts. He's like, yep. The hard way. Oh my God, I drank too much water. As you guys can see, this is what lunch in the park has de-evolved into. I see the smoky. I see the smoke. All right, let's walk to my car, folks. I gotta go home and shake hands with the governor yet again. I don't mind. Uh, I don't mind nose. More than one tattoo is nasty though. I'm getting drunk watching pro ball. Pass the rope. I got the rope for you, bro. I'm just gonna string us all along the rope like a fish stringer, where every proletariat male gets a rope for Christmas. What's in there, people? Nothing. Let's go to the car. Gotta climb over the giant hill to get back, because there was a hobo right here when I got here, and there's the usual hobo dropping jams right over there. But I'm actually surprised at how few people there are here. The weather's really nice. I guess it's just because it's Christmas. I mean, nearly Christmas. I guess if you're a normal person, you have friends and family to hang out with. God, if I fall off this wall while I'm walking across it, that's going to be embarrassing. Doesn't look like it's doing too hot. I don't want to... That's how lazy I am. I don't want to walk over the hill, so I'm just going to gradually go by the hill. All right. You guys can't see the tops of the hill like I can. All right. I'm almost to where I normally film, which is right over there. I was like, where did I leave my Pro-Mobile? My Pro-Mobile is right down there. Whew. Going down the hill, going down the hill, going down the hill. Should I ride my bike to the gym today? I think so. I think I will ride my bike to the gym. All right, so let's walk to the car. Ooh, I smell weed. I smell weed in the park. All right, let's see. Wow, Grim is here. Mr. Doom. Walking is good exercise. Hello, Mr. Hike. Can we see the Pro-Mobile? It's right over there. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Ooh, that weed, man. Ooh. Where is it coming from? Oh my God. Somebody needs to share. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, ride your bike. It looks really nice out. All right. Well, I got to go over to get inside the Pro-Mobile because unfortunately that's where I have to go. But man, where is that weed smell coming from, man? Man, it keeps hitting me and like, boom, boom. Somebody's smoking some weed around here. Oh, look, that's a park ranger car. Look how fancy the park ranger cars look. Damn, dude. It's a hell of a paint job. Oh, look at that park ranger car. It's a little smaller. All right, I got to walk to the Pro-Mobile now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys live tomorrow.